Here's a gross one. We got a spider making a web right there, triggering the motion alerts. So gross. Oh, that one just makes my skin crawl. I mean, look at these. Oh, we got Spidey there. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Blink outdoor and indoor camera kit. I did purchase this product myself, and any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this kit or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Here's a look at everything that will come in the included kit. So we have the Blink outdoor bundle. This features 2 outdoor wireless cameras as well as our sync module. And we also have 2 additional indoor wireless cameras here. Those are going to be in white versus the black ones for outdoor. They're all going to pair really nicely together. And if you're wondering about some of the quick tech specs, well, let me give them to you. So these cameras are wireless. They feature up to 2 years of battery life. Yes, you heard me correctly. 2 years of battery life. They have both day and night vision, 2-way audio, motion detection. They work with Alexa. And in case you're wondering, this has up to 1080p Full HD for the video resolution. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here's a look at all the included contents right here in this section. This is going to be our outdoor kit with our 2 cameras. And then we have our individual indoor camera kits right there. So for the outdoor boxing kit, we have our Blink Sync 2 module product info, and we have our Blink Indoor and Blink Outdoor Quick Start Guide, 4 AA batteries, 2 sets of screws, 4 screws total, 2 wall mounts. We have 1 tool that we use for installation right here. We have a USB wall plug charger with Amazon's logo and branding on it. USB Type A to micro USB cable. This power supply and adapter is for the Blink Sync Module 2. So indicator lights there, our micro USB, USB Type A port. On the back, you can see additional product information, maybe a little reset button there too, potentially. Yep, sure seems like it. Then we have our 2 outdoor cameras with the plastic film still on them. Here's the back side. So we have our micro USB cover right there, our USB port. And then we have our instructions for how to install everything and unscrew this as needed. Both cameras are identical to each other, very small and compact. Next up, for our indoor cameras, again, here's everything that's included in each box. We have our Blink Indoor and Blink Outdoor Quick Start Guide, 2 AA batteries, 2 screws for the mount with our installation tool. And we have the indoor camera right here. Looks identical to the outdoor camera, except the color is now white versus black. Small and compact. There's the instructions again to reference to get everything installed. And then again, we can remove this grommet. That reveals a micro USB port right there. Side-by-side comparison between the 2, so you get the idea. Outdoors black, indoors white. And we have 2 indoor cameras, 2 outdoor cameras. Now let's go ahead, let's get everything set up. So the first thing we're going to do is get the batteries installed in the camera. So we have our screw cover right here. We go ahead, we remove that. Then we take our lovely tool. Let's go ahead, let's loosen this so we can remove the cover. All right, so there we go. We have the cover removed. Let's go ahead, we'll just get the batteries installed. Then we're going to take the cover, line everything back up again. Let's go the other direction. We have everything tightened back down in place. So there we go. We have the batteries installed. I can see we have a blinking red indicator right here. Let's go ahead. Let's put the screw cover back on. And let's repeat that exact same process with the other camera. So we have the batteries installed now in both cameras and they're flashing red. Now we have our Blink Sync 2 module connected right here and powered up via the included USB cable and charger. We also have the Blink app downloaded on our mobile device. Once you sign in or create an account, you'll be at this screen where we're ready to add our new cameras. So go ahead, select the plus icon in the top right-hand corner, and we have to choose which item we want to add. So in this case, it's the Blink wireless camera system. We got to give it some permissions right here. So scan the QR code on the device or enter the serial number manually. There we go. We just added it. All right, so we can create a new system. All right, select done. And now we need to make sure that we have a steady green and a blinking blue for the Wi-Fi, and we do. So we can select Discover Device, give it permissions right here. And now we need to give it some additional permissions. Select OK. And here we go. It brings up a list of all the Wi-Fi networks nearby. So go ahead, select your network. Now it's working on connecting to the Blink servers. All right, now you can see everything's been added. Let's select Done. And there we go. We have our sync module set up. Next up, it's time to get our cameras added. So select the blue plus icon in the top right-hand corner again. Then choose Blink Wireless Camera. Remove the back and you can scan the QR code. So here we go. So let's go ahead. We're going to select that one. It's looking for our camera. Now the camera was added successfully, so we can select Next. We have a free trial to the Blink Plus plan if we want. So they walk you through what's included there. And here we go. We have our first camera successfully added. So we got our second camera added as well. Now let's go ahead, let's get them installed and try them out. So I have one of the outdoor cameras propped up right here on my computer monitor so you can see a real-time video sample. Obviously this is indoor, so we'll definitely try it outdoors as well. But check it out. This is what the video quality is going to look like if you want to have that nice live view. We have some additional options within the app too. We have the ability to save it, hold to talk, and then we can select the More option to view our device settings. We'll look at that here in a minute. You may have noticed we had a continue prompt show up on the screen. That's going to come up every couple of seconds to make sure that we're actually here, because that's going to help conserve battery if it doesn't have to provide the live view. So there it is. We're going to select continue again. But check it out. We have all of our studio lights turned on. So let's go ahead. Let's try it again with all the lights off to activate night vision. All right, now the lights are all off. Here's the video quality with night vision enabled. Everything looks really good. If you have a little source of light like we do in the background, that'll really make this look so nice. We have a little bit of light leaking in that window even though it's covered. So if maybe there's a street light, something like that, even moonlight, you get the idea though. It's gonna look even better than if you didn't have any light. It just needs a sliver of light and it really does a good job with that infrared technology. I'm gonna get really close to the camera. It's gonna wash out my face, but if I'm further away, no big deal. I mean, look at the details there. You can still read the logo on my shirt. Movement, motion, all of that looks really nice even in the dark. Within the mobile app, you can easily view your camera's device settings by selecting the settings icon where we can change the name. We have our monitoring section, battery's okay, temperature right here, we can adjust the alerts or calibrate as needed. Then we have motion detection settings, so we can enable or disable motion detection. Zones is currently in beta, so we can set our motion zones. Retrigger time, sensitivity, clip length, end clip early if motion stops. That's great if you want to save some additional storage space. Early notification, basically get the notification right away when it's triggered as opposed to after a motion clip finishes recording. We can turn motion recording on or off, night vision, control settings right there. So auto on or off, or the sensitivity, you can adjust that low, medium, high. We can enable or disable the audio, adjust the speaker volume, video quality, photo capture. So there's a lot that you can control and configure within the camera and device settings. Status LED off for recording. And then we have some additional settings like our Wi-Fi, camera sync module, and our current firmware. At the very bottom, you can delete the camera as you so wish. So that's a quick look at the device settings. You are now listening to a sample of the camera's built-in speaker quality. We are talking through the app, through the camera. This is what the Blink camera is going to sound like if you want to have a conversation or talk to somebody on the other end of the camera. Now it's time to get this camera installed. So we have the camera installed. Super simple installation process. It's literally just 2 screws. So we just zapped them right in. And then the camera just snaps on. So it takes a second, but you will just be able to press it right in place. And then you can make your adjustments to get it exactly how you want it. In this case, shining right here on this back door. I wanted to spend a minute walking through some of the features depending on if you choose to have a plan or not have a plan at all, so you have a realistic expectation of what you're able to do and view, record, and save with these cameras. So this is from Blink's own website. Here are the features you get without any plan. So motion activated notifications, live view streaming. Everything else you see here will require a paid monthly or yearly subscription. And those options are as follows. The first one is the basic plan. That's $3 a month or $30 a year at the time of this video. And we get motion detection, video recording, live view recording, extended live view, 60-day unlimited video history, optional local storage backup, rapid video access, video sharing, photo capture. That's going to be your basic plan. Then if you want for $10 a month or $100 a year, there's the Blink Plus plan. And that includes everything we just mentioned. And then further down, you can get 10% off Blink devices and extended warranty coverage. Now we're looking at a live daylight view of our Blink outdoor camera. Everything looks really nice. The sun is out, but we do have some cloud coverage. So you can see the exposure in the sky is a little bit washed, but nothing in the background or the foreground is washed out, underexposed, or overexposed. Very detailed and thorough. And again, we can really zoom in and see what's going on all around the live preview. Now here's your daylight sample of indoor footage. So we have a family room and kitchen right here. The only light illuminating the upstairs in this house is what's coming and leaking in through the windows. We have the blinds down, but this patio door in the back does not have any blinds on it. So a lot of light is leaking in through there, causing that section to be overexposed. But it doesn't look bad. And that's very far away from the camera. When you're going to be setting this up, you're going to want to focus on, obviously, where you want to capture and film everything. In this case, the activity between the two rooms is what's most important. So in this, what I would say, harsh lighting environment, the camera's doing a nice job. Now it's dark outside, so let's check out the camera footage. So first up, we're looking at the back door right here. This is the live preview at night. We have a porch light on. Everything looks really nice, clear. We're able to see all along the side and corner of the house and to monitor the back door. Let's go ahead, let's look at this again with that backlight off. Now you're looking at it with the backlight off. Everything's still very clear and crisp. We're able to see a lot, even the sky and the haze, and those lights way in the back from neighbors' houses. Pretty impressive. Now we're looking at the other outdoor camera. We're able to make out the automobile right here in the driveway. We also have some house lights helping to illuminate. Everything's clear and crisp, even in the nighttime. Now we're looking at the first indoor camera. It's dark in the house besides one hall light in the stairwell. Look at how everything looks. Now we have the hall light turned off. Everything's dark. And look at the night vision doing a great job. Now we're looking at the other camera. Again, the house is completely dark. The reflection from the infrared is shining off of the white ceiling and side wall. But for the most part, I'd say that's very clear. We're able to make out that that's a light and a light stand. We can see the back door, the kitchen cabinets, the windows, all the stuff on the counter. So you get the idea here in the quality of these cameras, whether it's day or night. Now let's check out some more sample footage. Now some time has passed and we've built up a nice clip database. Let's go ahead, let's look at some of them here. So we have a lot of different clips. Let's start with this one. So we have a car in the driveway. Pretty cool. Let's go to this clip. There's me walking around with my daughter. So that's pretty cool. I have some better clips as well. Let's do a couple here. Further down. Here we go. Someone walking through the house. Let's wait till nighttime. We have a couple more good ones. So you get the idea here. We have it armed. So we have a lot of clips. Let's go back. Here's a gross one. We got a spider making a web right there, triggering the motion alerts. So gross. Oh, that one just makes my skin crawl. I mean, look at these. Oh, we got Spidey there. No, Spidey. All right, here's a backlight one. There I am, my dog. So you get the idea. They're pretty quick motion alerts, but very helpful nonetheless. Go ahead, play another one. So this is cool. That's basically the time lapse. It takes a photo, I believe every hour you can configure that. And then it shows as a little video here. I like those. Here's another one. Exiting the front door. Car in the driveway pulling up, triggering the motion alert. Oh, there's Spidey again. Gross. All right, here's another one of those time lapse. I think those are pretty cool. Another one at night. You can see we still have some color there. Headlights from the car. Another time lapse. And then we're back to initial camera setup. So that's what the alerts look like. You can also highlight them. If you want, you can select it and then you can share or delete them on your own. So there's a lot to love about this kit. It's a fantastic deal, but I will argue that the deal starts to fade a little bit when you sign up for a monthly subscription. Now, I know it's about the cost of a cup of coffee or two every month, and for most people, you will trade that for the peace of mind that you get with a security system like this, but I would like to see even more features in the future right out of the box without any sort of monthly subscription. I do like the sync module that we get. I connected mine to a 256 gigabyte SSD. I'm storing all of my clips on there. It's been over a week now, and we have only 1% utilization, so that's going to last a very, very, very long time. With that being said, what would I want to see improved? Obviously, no monthly subscriptions, right? That would be fantastic, but that would come at the cost of these costing a lot more. The second thing that's more practical is having a faster load into the live view. Now, I'm guessing that's because there's power saving settings to keep that battery life so aggressive, but it would be nice to get a faster, more responsive experience when you want to enter into the live view, that it's near instantaneous. So if there's a way to speed that up without actually losing any battery life and performance, that would be great. Other than that, I'd like to see the mount redesigned, maybe some sort of magnetic mount, and I also wish that they gave us a 3M sticky back adhesive so you don't have to drill into your walls if you wanted to install the indoor cameras. They should definitely have a 3M option there that you can easily remove that's not as permanent, especially if you want to move them around the house. And I found that we need a little bit more space so we could really articulate the cameras in any direction. I felt like there wasn't enough separation from the mount itself, so I'd like to see that extended to give us even more range of motion with how we want to utilize it during installation. But overall, for the price, definitely happy with this system. I mean, I'm using it myself, so that should hopefully speak volumes to you guys.